So, I'm in traffic. I just left my job a little while ago. And I'm in traffic. I'm on Lakeshore Drive. That's pretty cool. You know, I was watching some stuff on YouTube a little while earlier this morning. Even before I left the house, I was watching some stuff on YouTube. And just one phrase that always sticks with me when they're talking about despicable crap that this administration and the government and whoever is doing in this country to other people, innocent people and things of that nature, putting people in jail, overcrowded prisons, poverty rate, homelessness, all this stuff. The one phrase that sticks to my mind recently when it comes down to children being separated from their parents on the border, so they have, right now they have over like 11,000 children that are not with their parents. They're immigrant children that's not with their parents. But in the last, I don't know whether it be the last year or so, they have 2,500 and 500 of them got back with their families. So they still got about maybe 1,900 children that are still separated from their parents. But the one phrase that they keep saying over and over again is, that's not who we are. As talking about America, that's not who we are. That's not, which is a ridiculous statement, and they talk a lot about Donald Trump lying, but other people who come on television, whether they're African American or no matter what they are, or whether they're Caucasians, or they're from Sudan, or they Muslims, or they're Jewish, or whatever have you, they just happen to be American, and they make statements like that. That turns them into liars, because that is exactly what America is. I mean, from the Native Americans being almost exterminated and placed on reservations to the African Americans enslaved and Jim Crow and being criminalized at a young age. Like in America, they have over 1,000 juvenile delinquent prisons in America. There's 2.5 million people in the American prisons, and since the Clinton administration with the 3 strikes you out and the conspiracy laws, the rate of women going to prison is went up like 400% in like 10 years, and I would guess that a lot of these women were mothers who was torn from their children. And these conspiracy laws, and in most cases, they nonviolent offenses. And in most cases, these women and even the men under these laws gets up to 15 to 20 years in life prison, for so-called, for conspiring to sell drugs or whatever have you. 40% of the population that's in the prison system under 3 strikes you're out laws are mentally ill. And getting back to the children, just saying that's not who we are as a country is a ridiculous statement, because they've been doing it ever since slavery. Slavery lasted about 300 years. So they've been doing that to other cultures, and especially the cultures of color, ever since America was founded. To be honest with you, they've been snatching children. They've been snatching children away, and education and deprivation and a punitive approach to dealing with people of color now for 300 or 400 years. And this is just now with the in Puerto Rico, the lack of assistance, and Katrina, the lack of assistance. All of these things was child abuse. All of these things was damaging families. All their lack of support, their lack of money, lack of funds for drastic or for tragic situations affected families. Americans never really gave a damn about families. They just say that. I mean, let's be honest about it. They just say it. They never really cared about it. It's just a talking point in a way. So I find that kind of disgusting. to have to keep hearing the same thing over and over again. That's not who we are. And even Obama used to say that every once in a while, but that's not the reality of America. The reality of America is tearing cultures apart. The reality of America is over 900 hate groups in America. That's the reality of America. 900. The reality of America is a policeman standing on the outside of a car shooting into the car a young unarmed man with his children in the back seat. So you just tore him away from his family. His daughter was in the back seat, actually. Now that's the reality of America. Unarmed men being shot, guns flowing in all the neighborhoods, automatic rifles, people asking for automatic rifles as a right, kids being torn from their parents by mass school shootings. Those are kids being torn from their parents and actually being killed, murdered. That's what America really is. America's a really violent place that don't give a damn about other cultures. And for them to keep throwing that phrase out there is so disingenuous that it makes my stomach crawl, to be honest with you. And for this guy to get on television and act like he saved somebody or he fixed something that he actually broke himself is appalling, actually. It really is. It's deplorable. You create the problem, then you come back and act like you stop the problem, and then while you stop the problem, you have no plan, no action, or anything on how to fix the problem. So you stop the problem you can't fix. That's like going from slavery into Jim Crow. Going from slavery into criminalization. So you let everybody free from slavery, then you criminalize all of them, and then make them work for free during the prison system. So now you took their voting rights away, you tore them away from their families, and you put them in conditions that's unbearable. Come on. All right. Well, all I'm saying is, at the end of the day, the only thing I'm saying is these talking points that these despicable ass people are using are worthless. And I hope nobody's really going for it, to be honest with you. Well, I'm close to my house. Well, I'm going to be close to my house. And have a great day.